Hey everybody, Mr. Regan here. And before we get into today's lesson, I'd like to say welcome. Happy Monday. Hope your day is going well. As you have already noticed, there is a sub today in class. Hopefully things have started off well. If there is any confusion, hopefully this video helps to clarify that. If there are any additional questions or things you need, please make sure you shoot me an email throughout the day. As we get into our gravity introduction and review lesson. Um, our upcoming unit is going to require us to become experts on gravity in order to tackle the problem that we're looking to solve. So, today, as we get into the lesson, our goal is to build our background understanding and knowledge of gravity. So, today might be an introduction lesson for you, might be a review lesson. All in all, a place to start as we look to become experts on gravity. You're going to start with this first section where, as normal, you put in your personal information. And today, the guide video is going to have a welcome. We're going to talk about the Champs Guide here. I'm going to break down the lesson along with the guide video surveys and target surveys that we have below. And then we'll get into the work portion of today. Today will be a level 2 for the Champs Guide. You're more than welcome to work with your group on this activity. Please be mindful of your volume. Movement should stay in the classroom. There should be nobody in the pod. If you need to get chargers or headphones, feel free. In terms of help, you guys are going to really need to lean on each other as you get into the lesson. If your class has an aide, please feel free to reach out to the aide. But the sub may or may not have a ton of background knowledge on what we're learning today. That being said, please make sure that we are successful in being respectful, responsible, and positively involved with our groups so that we make today not only a productive day for ourselves, but also a good day for the sub who is a guest in our classroom. So today, we're going to be breaking down two important things. Number one is how to navigate. Let's move this over here. How to navigate the video and questions for the 3 lessons that we're going to have, 3 mini lessons, and how to answer the target questions that we have below. As we dive into this, please make sure you fill out the survey so I know what we're thinking as we get into the start of today's lessons. So, in terms of navigating this Google form and the video lessons, there are going to be 3 targets that we're looking to understand or tackle throughout this lesson. One is understanding how gravity works for objects on Earth. The second is understanding how objects in space with different masses get caught in the gravity of different planets. And the third is understanding the effects of gravity from different planets on how things move and act. So, really looking to become experts on gravity. These are going to be our 3 targets. Each of these targets is going to have a set of videos that you're going to be watching with a set of questions to help you accomplish this target. So, for example, by the end of lesson 1, you should understand how gravity works for objects on Earth. By the end of the second mini lesson, you should understand how objects in space with different masses get caught in the gravity of different planets. And by the end of the mini lesson number 3, you should understand the effects of gravity from different planets on how things move and act. Now, the lessons themselves have 1 or more videos that you're going to be watching. And as you watch the videos, you'll see that the target's at the very top. The videos themselves are anywhere between 1 to 14 minutes. They're either, this is, I think, the longest one at the very beginning. And all the questions are about what you watched in the video. Okay, these are all multiple choice. When you click on them, these aren't the right answers, by the way. I just have to pick some. They're all drop down, so you'll select your answers for each question, whatever it might be. And then when you're done at the very end, there'll be a question that says, do you have any unanswered questions about what you saw or learned? If you have none, no big deal. If you have some, please let me know so I can make sure to address them when we get back to the class. As you are answering these questions, please know they're not necessarily in order of how the video goes. So make sure you and your group are working together as you're watching the video to answer these questions. The second one, as you see there, target that we're looking to tackle, we'll have 2 videos. These are going to be short videos. Again, a few questions on what you're seeing. The second video here is examples of how things move in space. These will help to answer and complete the targets. And then the last one, last question, same thing. Do you have any unanswered questions? If the answer is none, no big deal. If you have a few, please let me know. And the last one is going to be a set of 1 to 2 minute videos. The first one's a little funky. How strong are the planet's gravity? You're going to have to click watch on YouTube to pull it up. It should pull up rather quickly there, as you see. Okay. But all of these are 1 to 2 minute videos that explain how things move and act because of gravity on different planets. So you'll watch all those videos. At the very end, you're going to explain what was the most interesting thing you learned or discovered about the different gravities on the different planets and how they affect different objects. Again, if you have any other questions, let me know, and that will be the lesson. Now, each video or set of videos will help you complete the targets, as I said before, but please know that you can navigate back and forth as you and your group are completing this activity. You're more than welcome to tackle it as many times as you want, completing this lesson in these videos as many times as you want. Now, before you get into the lesson, please know that there are 3 target questions below that I want you to answer. So before you watch and learn any of these things, I want to know, based on the target, do you have a lot of background knowledge that you could use to explain this target? Some background knowledge, very little background knowledge, or no background knowledge regarding each topic. So, for example, I understand how gravity works for objects on Earth. Ask yourself, do you understand how gravity works for objects on Earth? And could you explain it in a lot of detail using a lot of background knowledge that you have before watching any of these videos? The answer is yes, kind of, a little, or no. Please just give me an honest answer. These aren't going to be worth any points. These are to see where you're at the very start, and then how much knowledge and background knowledge we acquired by the end of the videos. So we welcomed ourselves. We talked about champs. We broke down the lesson. We talked about the survey and the target questions. Hopefully you and your group don't have any questions. If you do, please reach out via email. Otherwise, good luck.